Hey, how's it going? So what I want to do right now is I've had a couple people reach out and they're interested in trying to figure out how to use Claude Co-Work in their business. And so I just started playing with this. So I wanted to share a couple things that I've learned. So first thing I'm going to do is let's open up a folder here. So this is a downloads folder, which is normally super messy. And I've actually already gone through and cleaned a lot of this up here. But let me see here. I think there's some folders under videos. Yeah, so like these folders are all empty because I had organized it by dates. So what I want to do is let's go back through and I want to maybe clean this up. Plus I've had a lot of other things pictures I've downloaded yesterday. So what I'm going to do is inside Claude, it's just like, your favorite language model, right? Whether you're using ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Manus, any of them, they're all going to work. Something I really like about Claude right now is this Co-Work, which is actually acting like an agent. So what I did was just to experiment with this, I wrote a prompt here saying, hey, what if I wanted to create a training guide, right? And so this is just like ChatGPT, and it wrote out a nice training guide for me here of different things to do that I can go over. Then I said, well, go ahead and create a Google slide for me. So I went through, and one thing I really like about Claude also is as it's going through, it'll actually correct itself. So, hey, slides look great. There's an issue we found on slide 1. It overlaps. We're going to fix that. And so it goes through and it actually fixes itself. So that's something else I do like. And I do like the outputs too. And I'll show you in a minute something I did comparing ChatGPT slides versus the Claude. So it went ahead and created this, and then the output was actually pretty phenomenal. So if I click on this here, and I told it to make it SaaS style, and it'll open up here in a second here. While that's opening up, let's go over here to, oh, there it is, okay. So yeah, it created this here, sees your screen, takes real action, kind of like it created a PowerPoint from that prompt that I just created. So this is an actual working file that you can use and deploy, and then obviously you can massage it, tweak it out a little bit. But let's head over to this folder. So in ChatGPT, I'm in the process of actually writing a book, and then I took that template and I'm going to make a presentation for some local businesses on how they can use this in their business. So first thing I did was I did this inside ChatGPT. So ChatGPT made, a real basic thing. So I wanted to look a little bit nicer. So I asked it to make it more SaaS style, and same thing, just all it did was really just add black to the background here. Then I took the same exact framework and I asked Claude to do the same thing. No difference in prompts, and this was the output it gave. So as you can see, it's a lot. The output was much better. So I'm pretty happy right now with what I've been able to do with Claude. That being said, I created this folder inside my drive here, which is just called Claude Cowork, so that way it only has access to that folder. So what I'm going to do right now is actually let's go back over to this downloads folder. So again, this downloads folder is all kind of messed up. So inside chat, this is free. If you want access to Co-Work, you do have to pay. I think I'm on a $20 a month plan. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say work inside a folder. It's already selected my downloads folder. So I need to give it access to be able to modify my downloads folder. So I'm going to say, hey, in my downloads folder, please organize my folder, and let me see here, find any folders that do not have any files or contents, and remove those folders. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to fire that off, let it start running. One thing that I like about this is it's going to go and do that, and then I'll keep this up over here just so we can see what's going on there. When it comes to any language model, whether you're using inside Co-Work or not, one thing that I really like to do, or one thing that's really important, is that you focus on the prompting. So here we go. It's going to ask, and anytime it does something, it's going to ask you first. So do you want to allow Claude to permanently delete files, right? So something you could do here, if you're uncomfortable with this, you can say, hey, like, notify me first, and then I'll approve it. I'm going to go ahead and click allow. So you can do that. So it'll bring it to your attention before you delete it. I'm going to go ahead and let it delete it just because it's my downloads folder. So if it was to delete it on my Mac, it would just end up in my trash can, and I can always go back. So as you can see, it's going through, and it says that it's, you can actually probably click on this here. Okay. So there's my downloads folder. So all done, found and removed 38 empty folders from your downloads folder. They're named so folders, blah, 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 blah. All of the photos are filed and untouched. Okay. I need to request, okay, that's good. So that's good. Now, let me see here. I'm going to say there are still images in the root directory. Can you please organize and place into the appropriate folder, folder to organize. And that's what I was talking about, was the most important thing is the prompting. So if you just say, hey, clean it up, then it's going to probably do what it did last time for me and just kind of put everything in chronological order, created all these different folders, and then that really wasn't the output I was looking for. So you have to go back and say, hey, don't put it in chronological order, just create different folders. So right now what it's doing is it's going to go through this here, and let's see what it does here. Let me see here, check folders, full picture before moving anything. So it's checking right now before it starts moving anything. And then, there we go, car photos, da 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 da. And see, again, now it's asking, does the organization plan look right to you? So it's kind of giving me an outline, cars, yep, okay, that sounds good. I'll say, yeah, go ahead. Again, this is just my downloads folder, so I would mess with something that's not going to screw things up. One thing else I want to do is let me try, and again, I haven't done this before, so what I'm going to do is let's head back over here, and then inside here, I'm going to create a new Google Sheet, and I'm just going to paste this in here. All right, I'm going to move this. Now, these are we just adopted a puppy, and we're keeping track of all his expenses right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to call it Mavericks Expenses, and we'll keep this in the Claude Co-Work folder, okay? So let me see here. It looks like your downloads root is now clean. Let's go back over here, and yep, as you can see, the downloads folder has now been done. So that's huge, because again, you can have thousands and thousands of files, and that could save you hours of work of going through and cleaning everything. So now my images are all together. And so it's pretty cool to be able to, it's like hiring somebody, like a VA, to come through and do this stuff. So that's how the actually managing folders and organizing works. Now this is something I have not done, so I'm gonna go through this right now. So I'm gonna now ask in Co-Work, can you, actually I should probably choose my folder, right? Oh, maybe it's a different folder. Let's try Co-Work, new task, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna choose a different folder. Now I'm gonna go inside my Google Drive, and I created this Claude Co-Work folder, and so I'm gonna use this one here. So now it has access to that folder, so yes. Can you please open up Mavericks Expenses Google Slides, or not Slides, Google Sheets document, and create some graphics or visuals based on images, or based on the data of our dog's expenses. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, let's go. So as I was saying earlier on, it's all about the prompting. So again, if you give, now it's going to ask right here, give access. I'm going to hit allow. So it's all about the prompting. If you give it really vague prompts, then I'm just going to click always allow. Yep. If you give it really vague prompts, it's going to give you not the best results. So if you can be very specific about the prompting, like what you want to do, specifically which folder to go into, what you want to do, open it up. Not finding anything in the Google Drive. Oops, I think there's something. Oh, so one thing. Okay, now it's opening up a new folder here. So I'm gonna, let's just go ahead and give it access to this one. So let's say I didn't have that folder open, right? So this is the one that it just opened that window right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit allow for this website. And so it's going in right now, and now it's found that Mavericks Expenses. Found it, see? And if I click on this here, it'll show you a preview on this side, so you don't have to look at it over here. So if I close this, again, on the right-hand side, you got progress, Claude Cowork, and then context. So right now, context right here, you can see it's got the Chrome browser open. So if I click on this, it'll pull it up, and if I make this bigger, you can see on this side what it's doing, and what it's doing is it'll open up, and then it'll say, found it, found the folder. Let me try searching Drive to ID this spreadsheet directly. And then every time it opens up something, it'll take a snapshot of it, and that's how it's kind of looking at what it's looking at, doing its thinking. And as you can see, it's kind of going through right now, so I can close this up a little bit again. So you can kind of see what's going on here on the left-hand side in real time, and on the right-hand side, these are the snapshots of what it's looking at. So now it's scrolling down to probably take another snapshot. So it's searching Drive, the spreadsheet is open. I can see the data. Let me scroll through. So it's scrolling through, taking screenshots of the data. Now that it has all the data, it's going to probably start going through. And let's see here. I'll probably let this run, and then we'll see how long this takes here. It's thinking right now for 18 seconds, and I'll just probably fast forward through this part of the video. Okay, so we're back. Let's see here. So I don't know, maybe 2.5 minutes. I think it's been working. It feels a lot longer. So I will say that when it comes to responses, it's super fast, just like all the other language models. When it comes to actually logging in, taking screenshots, and actually performing, Co-Work is much slower than what we're used to with responses. So this is the type of stuff I'll normally launch it, and I'll go do something else and then come back. So right now it's saying that here's a dashboard. So it actually created a dashboard. Here's a summary of what's inside of it. And so let me click on this dashboard, see what it pops up here. So this is okay. I mean, this is crazy. Like, let me see here. It says Chrome. Let me see if I can launch this in Chrome here. Okay. So this is what it created. Mavericks Expense Dashboard, 2026 annual tracker. How much we've spent so far. Insurance, health, 17% of the total. Board and training, equipment, food and treats, adoption fee. Top vendors by spend, and it created an expense category here. So this is absolutely wild. Again, and it took what, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to build this whole thing out. So you can imagine again, how long would this take an individual person to do this, or how long would it take a VA that you hired at, what are you paying a VA right now? Maybe $8, $10, $12, $15 an hour. So this is pretty phenomenal. Again, this is just scratching the surface of some of the stuff it can do. This is kind of how I've been using it. There's some pretty cool stuff happening here. So anyways, I just wanted to share, how it can actually work with files that you actually have, create new stuff, and then there's a whole list of integrations, which I didn't even get into that. So it can actually integrate with, obviously there's the Chrome browser, which if I would have launched that earlier, I would just realize it probably wouldn't have pulled this up, because if I go to the original browser, there is this Claude Chrome extension, and if you launch this, it allows you to, now you can see there's an orange window around this, so it allows Claude, so that's one more thing. Claude Chat works as a standalone feature, and it can also work as a Chrome extension. Claude Co-Work, as of right now, I've only been using it inside its standalone desktop app, so you can either download it for your Windows device or you can download it for your Mac. So this is an application that sits on my computer. And then when you run Co-Work from here, it can actually go out and pull the data using this Chrome extension. So just something else to keep in mind. But again, that's high level on how some of this stuff works. Really super excited about embedding this in some of my clients' workflows that we were working with. Last night, I actually worked on this with GHL in the back end, because we had a text message that was automatically firing. Didn't know if it was an automation or if it was through a workflow, but I just had it debug and go through the whole thing, and spent 10 minutes doing that, 10 or 15 minutes running that on its own, which again, saved me a huge amount of time. I didn't have to go sit down and do that or hire my developer to go back in and do that. So if you have any more questions or you want to see cool videos like this, reach out to me and I'll be able to, share stuff I'm learning here. So appreciate your time, and I guess see you guys on the next one.